Alright, Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and bishops that taught me this truth that will well. Shalom to the elect scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Kodash Payah. You see here these little images of tweets that was posted by, DJ Trump, Nero 47, right? With these little AI images that was getting backlashed by the public that was saying it, stating that this was blasphemy, He's posted. This just shows the pride of this dude, man, and not just him only, but and then they got the American flag. He's healing people. Got the military, the nurses, the bird, and then on the other side, it has a tower. I believe it's on the moon. But this just goes to show you the pride of more so these elites, right? Because Trump is nothing but a puppet, The strings that's controlling his movements and everything is being controlled by curtains. But nevertheless, this guy, he has an image to portray. America, Babylon the Great has become a laughingstock to the world. So he's trying to portray this image. Well, this place is fallen. And they even asked him about it, the reporters, right? Check it out.
Other things. Do you have any questions?
Mr. President, did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard about it, and I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better. As an example, the 11,000, I understand your husband's going through.
Yeah, so you heard what he said. You know what I mean? And so that shows you that shows, because the scriptures speak about the how to go as the let me see if I could get it. Salakia. I believe it's in Sirach 10. 12 and 10. No. As a matter of fact, let me see. It says, okay, yep, I was right. Forgive me. I want to get it over here, though. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein. It is a prideful place that we're dwelling in. They feel that this society, America, Babylon the Great, is not going to fall, greatest army, great. And now the world is seeing the lies and all that behind it. They're seeing the weakness. They're seeing the vulnerable points, the wickedness of this place. And we're watching it through the act of war, act of prophecy. The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18, pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. And we're seeing the fall of this place. Gradual steps of the collapse of what people call the greatest, the great new world. but it's not, right? And yeah, they try to portray themselves to be like the gods of the earth, to be like the Most High, so to speak. And it's getting backlash, and then he builds Salakia. He puts a tweet saying, I'm pleased to announce that today my administration officially filed the presentation and plans to the highly respected Commission of Fine Arts for what will be the greatest and most beautiful triumphal arc. And we know about the Ark of Titus, right? During the time of 70 AD, right? That came after, during the time of Nero. You see? So these are a memorial that they're building, thinking that their society is going to continue, as it tells you, I believe, in the book of Psalms. Let me see. I'm just going through the spirit, There's a lot, man, going on simultaneously, prophetically in the globe right now, man. That's why the Lord said, watch and pray. This book of Psalms 49:11, it says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Right? So they think they're going to have a triumph arc. It says, anywhere in the world, this will be a wonderful addition to the Washington, D.C. area for Americans to enjoy for many decades to come. President DJ Trump. So, many decades, huh? Wow. These are just prideful images, man. Prideful statements, And this guy's being looked down upon, rather. As a matter of fact, I got another precept. Because this is how the world is looking at this place. But they're trying to keep that persona. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 16 says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee. And who is the they? The rest of the world. Right? And who is the thee? Well, Babylon the Great. Alright? And consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Right? So, we know scriptures refer to this place as, the whore, Babylon the Great, even like right here, the way it's described, saying, that shall narrowly look upon thee, as if it's one person, specifically, but it's not. You see? It's that prideful man, that spirit, going all the way back to Cain. Right? Because this place takes up the characteristics, the traditions, and even the infrastructure, right, etc., of Rome, Greece, ancient Egypt, Babel, ancient Babylon, right? So it says that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, right? How? Through their not their constitution, through their executive orders, their bills, their sanctions, through war, their philosophies, right? And those that took part of it was drunken with her. It says, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners, all the kings of the nation. So all the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, everyone in his own house. All right? So that's going on right now. You have why the king and queen of the Netherlands are in Philadelphia today. That's an article I just seen. So yeah, man, this is showing you, that because even with their technology, they're gonna play like the Most High. as the scriptures tell you. Believe it even in the same chapter we read. You know? So with that, this is just quick to the point. The pride of thy heart. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. The pride of thine heart. Which is in Obadiah, I believe. Yeah. Which is going into primarily the Edomites. So as every chapter, Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that do, and then you gotta think, because the scripture tell you in the book of Proverbs 21 what? That the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. So the Most High is making them believe in their own lies. Just by that alone, showing you. You know? Giving them up to, you know, their own derisions, man. Right? The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwelleth, that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitations is high, right? Look at this. Whose habitations is high, right? With their airplanes, their satellites, their tall towers, their things of that nature, right? They sit high, like they sit on high. They, you know, with their laws and with their statutes and all that, man. It says, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? This place is about to be brought down to the ground, man. Alright? So, anyway, I just want to bring this out real quick. You know? Never trust thine enemy. With that, shalom.